It's raining, it's pouring, but that doesn't mean the work stops here at Scooter Bomb HQ. Today, I thought I'd show you some of the things that we're working on at the moment. You might be familiar with the motor that's sitting here on the bench. That is for the mighty little Honda Zook that is currently under full restoration. But behind me, we're still working on this GY6 171cc Honda Ruckus. Last week on the channel, I showed you guys a Biwi, and that's another one right there. This one is the 4-stroke version, and it is fat. But the star for this week's episode is what is going on over here. Hey.
Failure!
So what is going on over here, and more importantly, why is this missing this? All right, before we get into it, if you're not familiar with this bike here, this little blue Prebug, click the link up there and it will take you to a full build series where I pretty much built this bike here from nothing but a frame and spare parts to what it is right now. But what's going on with the engine? So for a little while now, I haven't been that happy with the power out of the Prebug. I wasn't sure if I just got used to it, if this is just how they are, or was it down on power? So I got curious and I investigated. I did a compression test and it failed, 96 PSI. So from there, I pulled out the motor, I pulled off the cylinder, removed the piston, and this is what I have found. The piston has been dragging up the intake side of the cylinder, and I don't know why. So if there's one thing the internet loves, that is failure, and here I am failing. But the reason I'm putting this video together is to understand why it's failed. Hopefully you guys can help me come to an understanding of how this has happened. So everything that I do here at Scooter Bomb is done to the absolute highest standards that I myself can possibly achieve. And that's something that I'm really proud of. That includes building these motors. I take no shortcuts whatsoever. Every single motor that I put together is pressure tested before it gets put back into the bike. And this particular motor here, it held 7 PSI for 56 minutes. That is a huge amount of time. Before I go on, I'm gonna put some photos up on the screen so you guys can have a really good look at this. And if you could do me a favor, drop a comment, lead me in the right direction, because if I can avoid this happening again, it would be absolutely the way I want to go. So please, was this a seize? Was it an air leak? Have you seen this before? What do you think was my issue? So where are we at right now with this? Well, I have completely stripped this motor down. I've split the cases, I've checked the crankshaft, I've changed the bearings, and I've pushed it all back together, and it's currently sitting here resealed. Everything is super smooth. So now that the cases are back together, we are ready to rock and roll. And this time, we'll do the same as last time. We've got a brand new cylinder kit, Stage 6 70cc Mark II Pro. We're doing it all over again. The difference is this time, I've gone at it with the die grinder. We've smoothed out the cases, the casting imperfections, rounded off those corners, and we've done a bit of a transition from the case into the cylinder, a bit of a port job. Hopefully, it can squeeze out a few more horsepurs than it did last time. It's the next day and it is still bucketing down rain. This is 4 days straight. For the dry country that is Australia, this is terribly unusual. But since that last clip, I showed a 0.3mm something squish, which is way too tight. So I've pulled it back apart, I double stacked the gaskets, and now we're ready. So the manual says between 0.7 and 0.85mm, we're about 0.65, a little bit tight, but what's 5 thou amongst friends? Now between the gaskets, between the base gasket, the cylinder, the intake manifold, I have Honda bonded everything. Everything I can do to eliminate any air leaks. And now it's time to test for the air leaks. The motor is now perfectly sealed up and ready to be installed back into the scooter. But before I do that, an interesting fact. Did you guys know that 63% of you guys, the viewers, have yet to subscribe to the YouTube channel Scooter Bomb? If you guys are enjoying the content and you're getting something out of it, please consider hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like, and bonus points if you could leave a comment on every video. It would help the channel grow and go out to more and more people. Now that we got that out the way, it is time to put the motor back in the scooter so we can start enjoying it again. Let's get to work. Now it's time. More failure or some success? Would you look at this? We are riding the Prebug again. It's alive. So I did the full braking session, 10 minutes at idle, cool down, 10 minutes at idle and cool down. And I'm going to be very gentle while riding it. So I'm going to take it very easy. Try not to put too many revs on it. It's just good to be back on the road. And although I'm not giving it much, it kind of feels a bit normal again. So here we are, back riding the Prebug. And it does feel good to be back on it. But I'm determined to make this time a success. I'm determined to make this engine last. So I am just taking it very easily. No big RPMs, just easy riding. The manual says for about 100 kilometers or 62 miles or something like that, just go a little bit easy. I don't know if we'll do the full 100 kilometers, but we'll definitely take it easy for a while. A couple of heat cycles through it.
Yeah, don't know what happened to the kickstart lever. However, if you have any insight in what caused this engine failure, please drop a comment down below, as it might stop this from happening again. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for leaving a comment, legends. See you next time.